iPhone 7 versus OnePlus 5 speed test. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 7 versus the OnePlus 5. Now, a couple days ago, I did the iPhone 7 Plus versus the OnePlus 5, as well as the iPhone SE versus the OnePlus 5, and both those phones did not quite beat it in terms of sheer speed when opening applications, although they did win in the gaming. So let's go ahead and begin this one here by booting up these devices. Now, this iPhone 7 is a 32 gigabyte model. This does have the A10 Fusion chip, 2 gigs of RAM here. This OnePlus 5 is the 835 Snapdragon with a 540 Adreno GPU and 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes internal storage. So this is not exactly the fastest OnePlus 5 on the block. There's an 8 gig of RAM version, but this still has 4 gigs more RAM than the iPhone 7, you know, a 6 months or so newer processor, and you see the 7 is quicker to boot up than the OnePlus 5. Couple of quick things before we get on further with this speed test. The iPhone 7 here does run the iOS version 10.3.3. If I go to software update, you can see right there. Over here on this phone, we do have 7.1.1 combined with Oxygen OS 4.5.8. So this phone actually just got updated yesterday to the latest Oxygen OS here on the OnePlus 5. So it should give it an advantage in terms of speed for its operating system, but can it take down this iPhone 7? So the iPhone 7 has 2 gigs of RAM, and I found it to be one of the fastest iPhones, even though the 7 Plus has 3 gigs of RAM. I found this one to be a little speedier in my personal experience, but that's just my experience. You might differ. So let's go ahead and show you that all the applications are closed on both here. So we are ready to begin this speed test. So let's get into Calendar, Google Calendar versus Apple Calendar here. That's because that's what comes on both these devices. You see your Apple Calendar is first. Let's go into Calculator now. You see the OnePlus 5 is first, and I have the animation set to 1x across the board here for OnePlus 5. Going in the clock, you can see the OnePlus 5 is first. Coming home, let's go into settings on both devices. You see the OnePlus 5 is first. Let's go into Instagram. So you can see right there, the OnePlus 5 is first. The notifications are ready. You can go ahead and follow me here if you want to check out some behind the scenes stuff on the channel, the Nick Ackerman channel Instagram page. Link is down below. Let's go into Twitter. And you can see Twitter is first on this OnePlus 5. And then we have the iPhone 7. So let's go into Snapchat on both devices. You can see OnePlus 5 again. Going into eBay, you can see the OnePlus 5 is first over the 7, and now the 7. Coming into Amazon, you can see Amazon is ready to go there first for, looks like the iPhone 7, but it wants to do a sign-in. So let's go ahead and close that out and do that one more time, just for good old sake. You know, it did a little sign-in. So let's go ahead and go to Amazon here. And you can see, so the iPhone 7 comes back. So I'm gonna give that one to the iPhone 7. Let's go into AppyGeek or AppyGeek. And you can see iPhone 7 is first there. So let's go into Play Newsstand now. And you can see Play Newsstand is ready to go for OnePlus 5 and now the iPhone 7. Coming back home, let's go into the Play Store and the App Store. You can see the iPhone 7 wins that one. Now here is where I do believe that the iPhone 7 will take down the OnePlus 5 here, and that is in the gaming department. So let me make sure everything is off here in terms of the sound. I want to blow your ears off. So let's go ahead and go into Jetpack Joyride here. Now this is a basic application. I got a couple more heavier apps coming after this. So you see the iPhone 7 is first, but the OnePlus 5 is right on its heels. Going into Subway Surfers, you can see OnePlus 5 is ahead here. Is it going to take the iPhone 7 down in this one? And it should. So no, it doesn't. It shows me up. So the Subway Surfers is first on the iPhone 7. So iPhone 7 might win this entire gaming round here. So let's go into Real Racing. And I missed that one accidentally on the 7. So let's go ahead and do that one more time on the iPhone 7. Let's do that one more time. And you can see Real Racing. Let's see what happens here. So can Real Racing win here for the iPhone 7? Let's see. Or will it win on the OnePlus 5? No, it's ready to play here on the iPhone 7 first, and now the OnePlus 5. So the OnePlus 5 though is not that much behind. It's only a few seconds or so. So let's go into Temple Run, and you can see Temple Run again, ready first on the iPhone 7. So the iPhone 7 is the way to go for gaming performance. iPhone 7 or 7 Plus on the gaming performance. It's a faster phone. And most people know that. Ooh, that one was quite close. I think it was the 7 slightly if I would have slowed that down. Yeah, I think it was slightly to the 7. So you can see a reload there for the OnePlus 5. Now let's go into Magisto here. And I did make a video because, you know, people always say, well, do a video rendering test. So we're going to make a movie here. It's a little bit different on the Android app. I have to select the video first. So I'm gonna select this video, hit next. I'm gonna select no filter here, select the video, and we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go ahead and hit next up here. And you can see that it's asking me for no filter here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and select just Forever Alone or whatever here. And let's go ahead and make the movies. So I'm gonna go ahead and add no titles right here. And it's gonna do this, like, it's gonna make the movies. So we're gonna see which one gets there first. So I'm gonna shut up now and we're gonna go ahead and speed the video up until we see the final results, and then I'll come back in a second when it is done. But you guys can see here that the iPhone 7 is done and we're still waiting on the OnePlus 5. It's been about 5 to 6 seconds since the iPhone 7 has finished here on this video rendering test. So this might be because the application is more optimized, who knows, but definitely is working the processor to do something like this on both phones. And it looks like the OnePlus 5 is just struggling to keep up here in the video editing. So when it comes to this stuff, I have no refutes against the iPhones being faster. There it goes, it's finished now. The iPhones are just faster for stuff like video rendering and things like that in my experience. But the sheer speed of the OnePlus 5 just feels quicker in everyday use is what I'm trying to say. So if you use these phones day to day, you'll think that your OnePlus 5 is quicker just based on the way the animations look. So we're running through RAM here, and you can see both are gonna hold RAM quite well. The iPhone 7 looks to be doing about the same job as the OnePlus 5. So coming home, let's go into eBay, iPhone 7 there. Let's come into Amazon. And you can see Amazon is first there for the iPhone 7, a Pie Geek, iPhone 7, Play Newsstand. So the OnePlus 5 not doing quite as well as it did in my previous tests. So you can see Jetpack Joyride. We're getting a reload there on the OnePlus 5. And let's go into Subway Surfers. About the same there. What about Real Racing? About the same there. Temple Run. About the same there. Dead Trigger. iPhone 7. Still waiting on that slight lag on the OnePlus 5 and going in the Magisto. And you can see OnePlus 5. So basically, I think the iPhone 7 here is the winner. It is a faster phone. It booted up faster. The OnePlus 5 did go ahead and win in the stock applications here. And so, you know, just like the other test I did, the OnePlus 5 is beating the iPhones when it comes to these basic apps. When you get into things like gaming and video editing, the iPhones are still winning, and I believe I said that in a previous video. Yeah, so the OnePlus 5, in my opinion, feels like the faster phone though, day to day. It just got these animations that it creates this feeling like you have the fastest phone in the world. It really does. But when it comes down to it, the iPhone 7 is still kind of the king here when it comes to these heavier things. So that's how I'm gonna sum it up. These ones are quite close. Both are gonna be extremely great performers no matter which you wanna go with. And if you guys wanna see a full comparison between the iPhone 7 and the OnePlus 5, which should you buy? Drop that down below in the comment section. I'm working on the iPhone 7 Plus versus the OnePlus 5, which should you buy, the full comparison, as well as Galaxy S8 Plus, and I'm coming up with the LG G6 soon versus this guy. So stick around. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, click the like button for me, post your questions or anything down below. I will catch you all in the next one. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.